Can I have your attention, please, for just a minute? There's something I've noticed in the world that we all have in common. The faces of many people around the world seem tired and lacking something that is obtainable. And we need to have that conversation. What we're talking about is purpose. I see a lot of tired faces because they're overworked and exhausted from a 9 to 5 or the afternoon or the graveyard of whatever they're doing for money. And it's not fulfilling their heart or anyone in their family's heart. This pursuit of money has blinded man from what he is to really do in life. And I see it. I see it in the world, and I can feel it in the people sitting in the houses, sitting on the train, on the street. It doesn't matter what you do for a job. A job is a job is a job. Something that you wake up and do every single day, trying to achieve 40 years inside of to get to that 65-year mark so you don't have to do it anymore is not purpose. Money does not alleviate you from love or the understanding of love. Because love is the gift. Love is priceless. And love is what we're all looking for to set us free, except we're trapped inside of this design that tells us we need to perpetuate money to survive for ourselves and perpetuate money for people who don't actually need the money. And they don't care. I mean, to think you get 2 weeks holidays a year, you're lucky if you get benefits, and pension plans are just unheard of these days. You're expendable as an employee. Loyalty means nothing because corporations have become too big and they ask us to sacrifice our lives to make them more money. So my question to you today is, what is your purpose? What is your understanding of life? Have you questioned that? Do you think it's inside of selling stocks or stocking napkins or cleaning up popcorn on a movie theater floor? I don't know. But I can tell you there's something so much more to life. And I'll tell you where I found mine. 23 years as a heroin addict. I was homeless and in prison. And it wasn't until I had nothing that I knew what something was. I was constantly seeking it inside of the drugs, inside of adrenaline or whatever it may be. It was never there. Inside of the cars, inside of the brands, inside of whatever I was trying to fill my mind up with. But once I had nothing, I was left just with my heart. And I really knew what something was. And I want to share that with you. Many people are living in these prisons built by debt because they think it's something that their family needs. But the debt doesn't have you focus on love, because you're so worried about the debt that you're not living in the moment. And you're missing what a home is intended to do, and that's to take care of a family in a different way from monetary value. Communication, trust, respect, understanding, education. That's what a home's for. Community, if you don't have children, A home is not for an individual to live in. This is a misconception of life. And I look around and I see the division, and I see the lack of communication, and I see the lack of love and the judgment that's heavy in the world, and I question how we ever got to this place. And I know that it's because of money. But again, we have free will to hold on to the materialistic items that we think that we need, and we don't. So I'm going to give you a piece of advice today. If you want to start somewhere, take a leap of faith into a life that you only could dream of happening, but you have no idea how to get there, liquidate your assets. Get rid of the debt. Get rid of the credit cards. If you can't afford it, you don't need it. This idea of living above our means is just incredible. I have no credit card. I live off my debit card. Like, what I have is what I have, and that's it. If I can't afford it, I don't need it. And I give quite a bit of my money away to people with less in other countries, because that's what money's meant to do. We're supposed to share it if you have it. I don't have much, but I don't care. Because we're all one. I found it in another way. And I see these people holding on to attachments that that don't love them at night. You know, your boat doesn't tuck you in. Your car that you owe too much on, that you're trying to impress people that don't even care about you, doesn't care about whether or not you're living a good life. Material items hold no emotional value in the sense of your well-being. So if you're looking to set yourself free from some things, take a look at those materialistic items and ask yourself what they do for you and your family. Are they really what's intended to keep you going, keep you distracted from finding your purpose in life? Because I'll tell you, if you do something for money, you'll get money. But if you do something for love, you will get love. And love is light. And the guidance that comes with love is just the tapestry and the design. It's such a beautiful thing. There is no such thing as fear, anxiety, and stress inside of love. And trust me, I know all about it. I'm not just sitting here trying to, not knowing what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. I walked a very, very difficult road. But the roads are one and the same. If you're living in a home with a lack of love and fear, anxiety, and stress, it doesn't matter if you're a heroin addict or you've got too many bills, or you're not doing what you do for love, or you're lonely, or whatever it is, because it all comes back to a lack of love. That's why I did what I did. That's why most people do what they do. So I want to share that with you. I want you to keep your mind open, your heart open, and really assess what is valuable to you and your family, and ask yourself what you want from life. Are you trying to get to a retirement to not know what you're going to do with your life after you get to retirement? Because most people do. And these are questions they don't ask until it's too late. So I'm sharing something with you that I think is very beneficial to the growth of the world. And the growth of the world happens within individuals, because once we obtain awareness into what love is, then we can all grow as a collective. That's how we change the world. That's how I'm going to change the world. I have to bring the awareness into your life and teach you that there's so much more than materialism and so much more than money. Just something to think about this weekend. And if you've got a family, spend that time with them and teach them something. Don't buy them things. Just teach them what you know. Take them to the forest and do wonderful things together as a family. Family's what you got. Much love.